188 days since the Daytona 500 kicked off the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series season, 40 of stock car racing's best came back to the World Center of Racing in one last push for the playoffs with the Coke Zero Sugar 400. In a tight points race for the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series Championship, Homestead Miami Speedway welcomed the challenge with the running of the Forever 400. Consumers will be able to check out all the newest models all week long as the show runs through September 10th. Reporting for the Miami Beach Convention Center, Kenneth Bueno of Caplin News. For the first time since 2014, the United States are back in the FIFA World Cup for 2022, and South Florida could not be more excited as Americans cheer on the national team in their first game of the tournament against Wales. Prior to an electric Game 4 of the NBA playoffs between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat, fans are lining up here at the Kaseya Center and are hyped for this game in what might be a 3-1 series lead for Miami if they take this win. Hello, South Florida, and welcome to the Sideline, the place where you get all the highlights for your South Florida teams. I'm Kenneth Bueno. Well, the Dolphins couldn't manage to snag a win in New York when they played the Buffalo Bills last Sunday. Miami came back home and took the New York Giants down in Week 5. Fans lined up and packed the Speedway in celebration of one of NASCAR's most historic traditions, the running of the Great American Race, where veteran Ricky Stenhouse Jr. captured the largest win of his 14-year career, driving the number 47.
Yeah, it's super cool. You know, like you said, I've been racing a long time. I grew up going to the racetrack. My mom took me to watch my dad when I was 6 weeks old, and I've been going to a racetrack for an average of 40 weekends a year, I would say, my whole life. But yeah, it's been a dream for a long time, and you know, super cool for us to be here.
More than a dozen hungry drivers arrived in Daytona Beach looking to capture the final spot available in the NASCAR playoffs. Pole sitter Chase Briscoe echoing the one goal for the race, to win and get in.
Like for us, we have literally absolutely nothing to lose with our point situation and things like that. So, you know, that part of it is, I guess, a little freeing and relieving, just knowing that I can go out there and race tomorrow and literally the only thing that matters is winning. Where, I mean, every week, all that matters is really winning, but you still have other motives. You just got to go execute, and that's something that, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't execute, you're not going to have a shot to win this race tomorrow. So that's what we got to focus on now.
Among those drivers looking to get in were A.J. Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, and 2020 Cup Series champion Chase Elliott. But the party was spoiled by playoff-bound teammates Chris Buescher and Brad Keselowski, bringing the first 1-2 finish for RFK Racing since 2014.
I feel like we've had a shot to win the last really 3 Daytona races, and they've kind of slipped through our fingers with different circumstances. But I was confident that if we could keep together, Chris and I, that this one would be a little different.
The race went off to a clean start, but a 12-car pileup in Stage 2 and a scary tumble for Stewart-Haas Racing's Ryan Preece near the end would send the race into a 2-lap shootout. From there, Buescher kept the entire field at bay to get his 5th career Cup Series victory.
Huge moment to do it here at Daytona, to close out the regular season this way. Surely a big moment for us. Great momentum. I hate even saying it like this, but probably good for points and what we got ahead of us as well. And we've got some really fun racetracks coming up for us that we've been really excited about even before getting that checkered flag tonight. So safe to say we're going to be a contender as we head into the playoffs now.
After a hellacious crash on the back straightaway and an overtime restart, Chris Buescher remained ahead to capture his 3rd win of the season. Bubba Wallace becomes the last driver to enter the 2023 playoffs as the series ships off to Darlington, South Carolina next Sunday. Reporting from the Daytona International Speedway, Kenneth Bueno of Caplin News. Cup Series playoffs brought the field to South Florida, where 40 cars lined up on the starting grid. But as the field took the green flag for the 34th time this season, the focus lay on the drivers in the round of 8, including pole sitter Martin Truex Jr., aiming to make a charge for the Bill France Cup.
Well, to win here would be huge because, you know, to take us to the Final Four, but I think, you know, the end goal is still, you know, to win the championship. Yeah, it'd mean everything. I mean, it'd make me very happy. It'd make, you know, our whole team obviously very happy. And this is the reason we do it. And you know, be able to win it again would be everything. It'd make me feel a lot better about doing a whole nother year or two at least.
While 2022 winner Kyle Larson led 96 laps and set the tone through the first 2 stages, a crucial mistake entering pit road took him out of contention, leaving the spotlight to shine on Joe Gibbs Racing driver Christopher Bell, who took over in the waning laps over William Byron to punch the golden ticket into the championship round.
It was a lot, that's for sure. Wow. I mean, today was just a whirlwind for sure to be able to be able to overcome and to be in that bad of a spot. I mean, I was probably, a quarter straight away from going a lap down. It was just incredible the difference a couple pit stop adjustments will do to your car. And I was the slowest car on the track at one point in the race. And then a couple good adjustments later, and became one of the fastest ones.
With playoff drivers capturing wins in all 3 series here in Homestead, each will have a shot in their respective championship races as Phoenix Raceway will host a finale weekend in 2 weeks' time. Reporting from Homestead and Miami Speedway, Kenneth Bueno, Caplin News.